Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
In the grim darkness of the far future, there is only war.
And two idiots explore the galaxy. Wrath and Story.
Welcome to Wrath and Story. I'm your explorer, Jay Jones, joined by my co-explorer, Andrew Dickinger.
Hello.
And our Servo Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez.
That's my name.
Guys, we did it. We did our first successful mission. I feel good.
You almost died.
Yeah, I mean, I did almost die. I did go to sleepy time for a little bit, but now I'm fine.
Yeah, we did that heavy scrubbing quarantine thing.
Yeah, I gotta say, it was a little invasive of all the things and all the washings. And Daniel, I feel sorry. I know you had to go through a little bit of that as well.
Yeah.
Well, so did Andrew.
Well, I mean, I was mostly hermetically sealed, so mostly okay. Ironically, Daniel, yours took the longest.
Yeah, it's weird. You got
So
all those
many-
little doodads,
All
and
those
diodes.
nooks and crannies and stuff.
Doodads and diodes.
Yeah.
Doodads and diodes. That's
Okay.
what you got.
Look, I mean, you heard it straight from the guy from Mars. I mean,
I've got
if he says
who's
it's-
and what's its galore. Okay.
I mean, that's some technical jargon I'm not really familiar
Well, yeah,
with.
the technical term is who's in the what's-its.
Oh, who's in the what's-its, huh?
Yes.
Damn,
Not thingamabobs?
No, thingamabobs is that's the, slang term.
Okay, I have 20. Okay, let's... I'm glad that we're recording again. It's good to see you guys now that we're all out of the quarantine.
Whew.
Yeah, so what have you been doing these? I mean, because I was in quarantine so long, I don't really know what you guys are up to. So what were you guys up to?
I mean,
Sleeping?
you were sleeping. I was actually, look, I had some problems with Messian. Truth be told, I don't know how I was able to make any of the shots that I was making while we were aboard that other rogue trader. It turns out, whatever the cloning process that was in place to make this Eldari body that my soul is trapped inside, I've got astigmatism, so I had to go to the doctor, and now I've got these nice glasses. I was waiting for somebody, honestly, to say that they liked my new glasses, but nobody did, so now I'm
Those are...
calling them out.
Yeah.
Those are glasses, all right.
No, they're good. They're good.
They said these were designer glasses. I mean,
No,
I spent a lot of money on these glasses.
If you mean by they were designed by somebody, then yes.
So what does that do in sort of gameplay terms?
Okay, well,
I mean, gameplay. I don't know what you're talking about, but in more concrete terms, what do you
listen,
think those
I
glasses are
know,
going to do for
Daniel,
you?
that you see our lives in dangerous missions as gameplay because you can't really die, but we can. But
It's pretty great.
the eye doctor said that it would give me an awareness of a 4, which previously my awareness was a 1, which is bad because that means I really can't see anything, ever. Not even standard stuff.
All right. Well, that was probably a good spend of your rewards from the last mission.
Yeah, I feel a lot better. I'm going to be honest, I couldn't really see most things previously. I was kind of taking shots in the dark on what it was. Not good probably for somebody that mostly uses sniper rifles, but I feel better now.
All right. And Andrew, did you spend any of your build points, or did you get better at anything?
Well, probably for him, you could probably call it build points. He is a robot man.
I guess he is building himself more and more. That's what I meant when I said build points. The points on your body where you would build more, attach more things. That's what build points are.
Yeah, how many USB ports do you have on your body?
So many.
So that's a lot.
I
Wow.
mean, are we just talking about my torso, my backpack, my arms, my helmet,
That's a lot of USB.
my feet?
It's a lot of things you can plug in.
Have you not seen me jack in?
No, I haven't. Although I did see you jack into that one servitor last time.
No.
And look, I don't need to see you jack in anything else. I mean, we have boundaries, right? I don't need to see it.
I hate this conversation.
So, okay. Now that you have, had your time to fix your USB ports, what did you end up adding?
Well, so, you got those designer glasses.
Yes, they are. Thank you for calling them that.
Sure. I got more custom cogitators for my eyesight, which is way more designer.
Are you trying to one up on me on designer
Like,
glasses right now?
Do you see? And like my like one of my second eyes is like shifting up and down. Can you do that with your glasses?
I mean, I could probably go back and get some different cheaper ones.
Could you like zoom
that
in
would
and
do
out?
something like that, I guess.
Can you see in ultraviolet spectrum?
Look, I think
Can you?
I think it prevents like about.
Let him think that I can.
I mean, I'm looking on the inside. I think it says I've got like 25% UV protection. Only 25% UV protection?
To be fair, I don't know how well his meaning Jay's new Eldar eyes work. Like, he might be able to see things that humans can't normally. I don't really know. We don't.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't tell you guys about that. I can see smells.
Oh.
Well, that's synesthesia. That is possibly more problematic than you
really?
having astigmatism.
I don't have a nose.
Oh, but I can tell you this. You look like you smell great, Daniel. Just want to let you know that.
All right. Well, I guess if we're both more aware after that last mission, because we got ambushed a little bit, that might be a good use of our...
Yeah. I think we learned some lessons there.
Yeah.
It's important.
I just went up in 1 point because my awareness was already a 2, so now it's a 3, and I have a total awareness of 6.
All right. Well, we might not say all the things that we got better at after every single mission, but at least for now, we'll start be calling
But
it
hey,
out. Yeah.
at least when our eyes get a lot better, that's important.
And if you buy really good-looking glasses.
Which those are not.
You are. Hold on. So wait. Well, you're saying these glasses are nice, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, they're good.
I hate both of you.
No, I'm being sincere.
Are you? All right. You know. Okay. We're not in our rooms anymore. Where are we, Daniel?
Well, we've been having this conversation. This ship's really big, but I think we're almost at the captain's audience chamber where he was going to see us.
Oh, right. It's weird that he invites us to the audience chamber, right? You think it would just be like the bridge or his quarters?
Well, it is. It's in his quarters, but like...
It's like the entrance to his quarters. His quarters are very big.
Yeah. Wow.
And this ship is gigantic. I don't know if we've sort of spelled that out here. This ship is
we should maybe talk about the dimensions of...
It's a small city. I get lost often.
Like, it's so many floors.
Like, they keep telling me there's, like, 6 mess halls, and I've definitely gotten lost looking for, like,
thousands.
one.
Yeah, thousands of people work on this ship. I think there's some parts of the ship that Captain Harden has never even been to his entire life, just because, it's so big.
I mean, to be fair, it's, I could definitely get lost in this if I lived in it for my entire life. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, but to put it in perspective, these are the largest rooms inside this gigantic vessel are Captain Harden's rooms because, he's the captain. He's the rogue trader. They have a special thing signed by the Lords of Terra themselves.
Special treatment, I got it.
Yeah. Actually, I think his family got one signed by the Emperor.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I think he goes pretty far back.
I don't know. Do we feel like that might be like a faux signature? Like, one of those things? I feel like I've gotten a couple things from the Emperor. When I was young... you guys didn't get this around the holidays?
No,
you'd send something into the Emperor and he'd send you a letter back and like keep praising me and he'd sign it and you guys never got those?
We got different traditions on different planets, I guess.
I feel like I thought nobody else mails letters to the Emperor?
We didn't have Emperor Miss.
Weird.
We should celebrate. No, that's a different. Oh, look, the door's open.
Oh. Wow, this is a very big audience chamber.
There's gold trim, and then there's whatever this is.
And the carpet looks like it's been cleaned a lot more regularly than the rest of the ship, which is probably important.
Yes, I do my best to make sure that this place is beautiful.
Captain!
Yes,
Captain.
This is me right here, sitting
I'm sorry
on the...
you were standing next to all those statues. Beautiful statues. You look very statuesque right now.
Ah, yes. These are statues of my entire line, the Harden line.
Oh, goodness. Wow. They're great. Clearly, you come from a wonderful legacy.
It's a long line.
Yes. We have been serving the Imperium for a very long time, and we have made quite a bit of money off of it. There have been good years, there have been bad years, there have been good relatives and bad relatives, but now things are going... Close the door. And a servant sort of walks over and closes the door and leaves the 3 of us, well, 4 of us if you count me, in here.
Well, I count you, Daniel.
Not really. Okay, yeah.
You count Daniel.
Okay.
do.
It has been nice having you on the ship since your last the difficulties we had before you joined.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like we've done some pretty good work since we've been here.
Appreciate that.
You have done a not surprising. I assumed you would do okay. Job on poor Mallow's ship. Recovered the artifact. Well, you didn't recover the artifact, but you made it safe for us to recover the artifact.
We did kill that ball that was infected.
But this is not a pleasure cruise. You need to work if you're going to be on the ship.
That's fair, I guess.
Now,
Sure.
I have jobs for both of you. You, Andrew, would be working in the engine room with the other technological folks on the ship. But we don't have too many actual tech priests, but those who are knowledgeable of the situation.
As the director.
Oh, no. We have a perfectly fine man in charge of that. And Jay, your unique situation.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad somebody recognized it finally.
You're so small comparatively. You're actually rather tall, but thin and wiry.
Yeah, because I can be so quick. And have you seen my squats? They're so low.
Oh, those are quite low. No, we need someone to go into the parts of the vessels that are very difficult to get into and, repair them. Maybe kill vermin that are in there.
Hold on. This sounds like I can't imagine. Are you saying like crawling through vents?
Yes. That's a good. They're not really vents. They are maintenance hatches and whatnot. But yes.
Are maintenance hatches better than vents?
Oh no. They are terrible.
They're a step lower than vents.
Yes. So, those jobs are necessary, and there are many people who do these jobs on the ship.
Now, real quick, you already made it clear that there's already somebody in charge of the engine room. I want to be clear. Is there anybody in charge of the maintenance shafts?
Mostly children. Mostly children are the ones who go into the shafts.
Oh yeah. But
he'll fit right in.
I'm at least the head. I could be the head of the children, right? Like, there's no boss down there.
No, Chad has done a good job. He's like 18. He's
18?
Commanded by an 18-year-old.
So
how old is the dude who's commanding him?
I think he's like 90 years old.
That's way more reasonable.
Now, here's the thing. Neither of those jobs, I think, are the best use of your talents.
Okay.
I would agree.
But I wanted to show you the difficulties that you might face if you're not successful.
Oh, okay, like a lesson. Look, I think we're both on board. I think we get it.
I definitely approve of Jay's lesson.
I have another job. I have an opening. A job opening.
Oh, okay.
My command staff has an opening for a new master at arms.
That sounds like a great position for me.
Our old master at arms passed away.
You don't know anything about guns.
And
I think I'm bringing the Eldari aspect.
Well, it would not truly be about the guns. Yes, there would be guns, but you would be in charge of our more militaristic aspects on the ship. I do not prefer to use force. There are much more useful ways to get things done, but we do have soldiers on the ship, and since the coming of the Dark Imperium, the fall of Cadia, and all the difficulties going on in the Imperium these days, there has been much more war, which is odd because it seemed like there was only war before, but somehow there has become more war.
It's
only
war
and
squared.
more war.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
And while I do try to avoid it, it's looking like we could use somebody to join the command staff, but
That's clearly my role.
well, I would allow both of you to have the job. There's enough that you could split up between the both of you, but you need to do something for me first.
I think we could take care of anything. Probably.
No, so there's nothing that you need to take care of so much as everyone on my command staff has made me obscenely wealthy. I'm already obscenely wealthy, but they have been able to bring a valuable resource or an unexplored world with valuable resources on it, or, Sarah is in charge of the trading empire, so she manages that. That's not quite a thing that she brought me, but her skills have been doing that. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to be landing at Port Wander soon. Have you ever been to Port Wander?
I haven't.
I have not either.
What's Port Wander?
Oh, it's the last thing on the edge of the Coronis expanse that's any amount of civilization, any amount of the Imperium. It is a very busy spaceport. It's actually an asteroid that was converted. It's a long story. You don't need a history lesson. So, you now have 3 choices. 1, you can go to Port Wander and find something that makes me fabulously rich. Or 2, you can work the jobs that I presented you. Or 3, you can get off my ship at Port Wander, and I will say goodbye to you. Those are your choices.
Okay, well,
And I will say, I like you. I quite like you, but this war has been very bad, and you
are the best and not expendable.
Very valuable. We've proven that we can kill things.
Yes. See, that is the problem. You have proven that you can kill things. I appreciate your ability to kill things, but killing things does not necessarily always make me money.
Okay.
So, I will give you my signet ring. Here, take the signet ring.
Whoa, holy crap, look at this thing.
Yes.
It's been polished so many times.
That has more designs than it should.
I can see my beautiful face in it. Holy crap.
This acknowledges you as a current retainer of the Harden dynasty. Now, what I will be doing is I will be letting you off the ship, and I need you to make me more fabulously wealthy. I'll give you 6 months. 6 months to be my retainer. And then, if you haven't found some sort of lead on something extraordinary, maybe some new technology, maybe, I don't know, a gigantic diamond. I quite prefer diamonds.
Whoa. I mean, hold on a second.
okay.
I just want to be clear. Like, you're pretty rich, so, like, is a gigantic diamond, like, a regular gigantic diamond, like the size of a fist? Or are we talking, like...
fist-sized diamonds. No. And he points, he walks over to a chest and opens it up.
Just filled with
It's just
fist-sized-
filled with fist-sized diamonds.
Jeez.
That's, my God, that's so many diamonds.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
you could find like a lot of industrial uses for those.
They're so small, though.
I mean, I guess they are. I mean, look, if you don't need...
Okay,
you don't need
hold
them.
on. I mean,
No,
hold on.
no.
I feel like we should get like a ballpark. So we're talking like person-sized diamond. Is that good?
I mean, yes, if you were to get me a diamond the size of a person.
That like a diamond person.
What about a diamond person?
Would he work for me?
Yes. It's a lot of hypotheticals here. But I
Yes,
feel like
yes,
if we
yes.
manage to land a diamond
Here's the
person-
thing, gentlemen. I am offering you. This is quite an offer I'm actually giving you.
and look-
You're being one of my retainers for a short period of time. And because you are so interesting, you dealt with this the unfortunateness before you joined the crew. You killed some very powerful people. You're a space elf. You're a machine man. We don't have too many of those on the ship. You're very interesting. You're sometimes even funny, and I like your skull. But I need you to earn your keep. Do you understand?
I think that's very reasonable.
Can I ask a question, sir, please?
Oh, yes, of course. And it is Captain.
Captain. Sorry.
Yes.
Captain. If we pay this debt, does this permanently guarantee our stay?
Oh, yes. You would be on, well, as long as you didn't do anything terrible. I reserve the right to do anything I want. I am the rogue trader.
I
after
think
all.
we're pretty reliable. We don't screw anything up. Like good
No.
positions with powerful people. We've never done that before. 1 second, guys. Let's huddle up.
Okay.
Okay, so
This guy seems really weird.
Why
What
did-
a weird thing to say.
really weird.
Why did you have to say a diamond person?
I don't know.
I mean, like, I think a person-sized diamond is hard enough, but then you made it animate
But like I was
and
thinking
able
about
to be
it,
crew.
and then my mind wandered to it. Like, what if a person could be made out of diamonds? And
This
then
is why I
just
should
said
be
it.
the commander.
Well, it does, neither of us is a commander, okay? This guy is... I mean, rogue traders are eccentric, okay? This guy's weird. I feel like he didn't even have an accent before, and now he has one.
And now he has one.
Yes.
Hold on a second. If you're rich enough,
You can just absorb accents?
No. Can you buy an accent?
I think maybe.
This is levels of wealth that I can't
Yeah, I
begin to
can't even begin to
understand.
fathom a wealth level where you can purchase new accents.
Yeah, we're only at with like wealth level 3 or something, right?
Clearly.
He's like at like 6 billion.
My God. Okay.
So, I mean, we could just top ship at Port Wander, though. We could, like... do
Yeah, but
that.
then where the hell do we go? The whole freaking galaxy's at war.
I mean, to be fair, this guy's weird, but he also kind of likes us. I mean, what's the chance we're going to run into another weird guy who also likes us?
also, Daniel, he kind of affords us some protection. We killed an Inquisitor.
We don't talk about that. Don't talk about that. That's-
We don't talk about that anymore.
It's a different show. This is a different show now.
Yeah, we've never done anything irresponsible before. Listen. So we go to port, and or unless you guys think, we could probably kill Chad, right? And then I could be the king of the maintenance shaft people.
No, Chad seems to have...
Like he could fall out of events somewhere, right? He's 18. He's lived a long life.
He's 18 and scrappy, probably. He would have a good run for your money.
I'm
probably
tired
quick in
of
those-
waiting for you.
Oh, sorry. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's ever interrupted one of our huddles before.
Really? You've not been dealing with very rich people, then?
Clearly. Captain,
So I will let you know we are going to be in port for a few weeks while we resupply. We've been traveling in the Coronis Expanse, as you know, and now that we need to resupply, now we've been really shifting over our current production. We've been trading more luxury goods before. Now with the Indomitus Crusade, we've been needing to be shipping more weapons of war. But as we land here, we're going to be doing some repairs on the ship, unloading some of our cargo, bringing some more things on. As I said, it will take a couple of weeks. Perhaps you can find something interesting there. Fortunes have been won and lost all the time.
We will find you a gift worthy of your greatness.
I couldn't have said it better.
I like that. Worthy of my greatness.
It'll be good. It'll be real
yes.
good.
Oh, if you bring me something great, well, I will make sure. And here's the thing: if you could just give me a lead on something great, you will still need to make sure that I actually get it. But if you could give me credible evidence, I'll take this ship wherever we need to go to get rich.
Okay.
Now, I want to be clear. That does not mean you're the captain. I am the captain.
Oh, of course. I mean,
No.
we would never assume command
We would
out
only
of a
be
situation.
helping the captain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like co-captains,
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. I'll admit. I was reaching a little bit
stop
there.
reaching.
I was reaching a little bit. I mean,
Make sure
you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Make sure you understand your place in this situation.
Yeah. No, of course.
If you were on the command council, maybe you could help make those choices. But right now, you're merely a retainer.
Okay, step one, get on command council. I see how it
Which,
is.
just to be clear, makes you more important and more powerful than almost every single person on Port Wander because you are, working for me.
Of course.
Of course, yes. That makes all the sense.
I think this could be good for us.
I think this will be a good diversion and will teach us a valuable lesson.
and get you valuables out of this valuable lesson.
That's
Wink.
more important than lessons.
I would agree.
All right, I have things to do. We will be landing shortly. I must find a better outfit for my return.
Super
They've
important.
seen me in this before.
Right. I mean,
Makes-
look, if you're just going to probably burn it, you could give it to
Oh, no. I'm going to burn it.
Okay. Fair enough. Well, Captain, it was great to speak to you for this limited and weird amount of time.
Andrew looks down at his clothes longingly as they've basically almost fallen apart at this
Yes.
point.
Mine are pretty sleek, but they're just overly polished Eldari armor. Well,
all right. Oh, and also, good luck. Not too many Eldari land on the port. You won't be the first one, but yeah.
to clarify that, people are comfortable with Eldari at this port?
This is going to be good.
Well, so this port is on the edge of the Empire, but it is technically still an Imperial port. But as a rogue trader, my warrant of trade allows me to deal with anyone I see fit. And as one of my retainers, you would be allowed on this station, else they suffer my wrath.
Right. You use the word allowed on the
Yeah,
station
yeah, we'll
instead
be-
of encouraged or welcomed.
We'll be fine. Let's go.
Okay. All right. I feel this will be fine. This will be fine.
Thank you, Captain. We won't let you down.
see that you don't.
Yes. All right.
All right, bye. Doors close, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that was, did you get the feeling that could have gone really wrong at any time?
I mean, you gave promises of diamond people.
It's gonna be fine. We might find one, and then who will be the crazy one then?
Oh, at least we got the option to find at least, like, a good lead to getting him rich.
That's
like,
true.
That's not
or a
just...
lead to a diamond person planet. I've overstepped.
Yeah,
all right. So,
Well, I mean, we're on the edge of the Coronis Expanse. That place is mostly still unmapped. Oh, who knows what's in there? But
That's true.
and also people go in there, they find stuff, they can't bring it back. There could be all sorts of stuff, but we kind of, I guess we're on our own in the spaceport.
Okay, so step 1, find a lead. Step 2, find
That's pretty vague, but
how
okay.
to get lead.
yeah, I think we start there. How to get a lead, which is, okay. If I remember old data slates, you find leads by going to the craziest, wildest place in town. And there, usually, everything just happens.
There's some guy with like a squinty eye, and he's like, I
Yeah.
gotta tell you about this thing I found.
So, our plan is to go to a very dangerous, remote part of the port to fall into something. This'll work.
That's okay. I guess that technically counts as a plan.
I have nothing better, Daniel, that I am ashamed to say.
I think that counts as a good plan then.
It's the best one we got.
Woo! All right! Going to the port!
Well, let's get ready to be landing. I know we're going to be landing in just a little bit.
Okay. I mean,
Maybe don't come out with all your... I mean, I guess you could probably bring all your combat gear. I don't know.
Oh no, I am going out with all my combat gear. Are you kidding?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a frontier expanse port.
It's technically run by the Navy. There's Arbitas there. Like,
Did you hear about the Ghoul Stars stuff? I read about that. There's lots of reading. Did you guys not read in the quarantine?
No? Was I supposed to?
Did you not get full tech access to the...
What? No,
well, I mean, there's crazy stuff at the station. I don't know what Ghoul Stars are, but like,
wait, they were giving you access to they didn't give me anything.
Well, I mean, giving me is a strong word.
I was practicing backflips for hours. That's all I had to do. I'm really good at them now. Like, really.
hopefully that'll come up.
I hope your glasses don't fall off.
Wait a second. Hold on. Let me... Fuck! God damn it. You didn't give me, like, a thing that curls around my ears or anything? He's gonna fall off as soon as I do a backflip.
Hold on. So I am going to walk up to him, and I'm just going to pull out some, like, random, like, wiring and shit. Can I do a tech use check and, like, build him, like...
Are you doing a tech use check for tie wire tooth?
No,
Is
like-
this going to be a super duper thing, or is this just like a really easy, like, just throw
I
a
want
wire
to
on
make
it?
make this like the stuff that the like military wears, so it doesn't come off, but it's for people who still needs.
But isn't it just like an elastic sock that goes around the back?
Can I have it that if I succeed really high, it becomes something else?
Well, how about this? You can either be aiming for a one success sort of simple thing where it'll just sort of stay on a difficulty 1 where it's just going to stay on his head, or you go difficulty 3 where we're trying to do something more elaborate. What are you trying to do?
We're gonna go difficulty 3.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm thinking, is there a way that I could make this like a new headpiece? For
Well,
him?
let's see how your rolls are.
Okay. All right. Remember to use my wrath die.
Don't get a 1 on that wrath die.
Jay's blind.
Doesn't know.
So that is 4 successes.
All right, that's more than 3 successes. All right, you are able to modify his current headpiece and incorporate the glasses inside of it. So you can either have the glasses sort of like built into the headpiece, so like they're sort of sticking out and still fashionable on top of the headpiece, or you could just like sort of put it in the like just the eye holes in the headpiece.
I mean, I gotta show off the designer glasses. I mean, what are you talking about? They're gonna be on the outside, of course.
All right, awesome.
So it's basically just a fancy headband that you've pasted your glasses over top of.
Yeah.
All right, that was a waste of my time. All right, let's go.
Well, no, they're not going to fall off
They
anymore.
don't fall off anymore.
That's
yeah,
true.
and they can go in and out. Like you could make the glasses go in and out. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the one feature I did add because he complained about only having 25% UV protection is he does have like a switch that brings down like, you know, like the gold-plated like visor that you have on astronaut things.
Oh my gosh, this gets me a full 100% UV protection?
That's right.
Wait a second. If this gives me 100% and the original one had 25%. Does that mean I have 125% UV?
Yes, that's how that works.
Awesome! I am unaffected by the sun!
All right. Well, let's get ready to go into port, shall we,
I'm
gentlemen?
gonna stare. Hold on, give me a second. See how long I can stare directly into this star. Watch. Ah!
Should we tell him?
I mean, he knows.
Oh God!
Does he though?
Oh my God! This hurts so much.
All right, I got him back on. Daniel, I think we went too far. We might be lost.
Yeah, I don't know what district this is. A lot of people are selling noodles, and then other people are selling guns?
Is it separated by districts? That last sign back there had like 8 signs on it.
It was a lot of signs, and I think 3 of them were food-based. So maybe we're in like a food court?
I don't know. This place is gigantic. Like, the fact that there are 8 rogue trader ships docked with this station sort of like puts it in perspective. This thing is...
Do you have a heads up, Daniel, to tell us maybe where we have to go to find this terrible bar that gives us opportunities?
The Smoldering Corpse is...
I like the name.
Yeah, I was a little concerned when I figured out that was the bar name. That's,
Yeah.
All right, well, that was the plan, so...
I mean, that sounds like people after my own heart, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
I
of
mean,
all the burning flesh.
we established that we're going to the Smoldering Corpse, not the Gathering Dust.
Yeah, Gathering Dust sounds lame.
Yeah, that one apparently is a bunch of priests there. Like, I don't know, the priests might know stuff.
I mean, like, if you go in there and tell them that you were a, quote, priest, and now you're in an Eldar body, that's a good way to have the heretic.
I feel like I'd be able to connect to them, right?
No.
I feel like you guys are putting a lot of emphasis on this.
Smoldering Corpse it is.
People have been giving us a lot of weird looks as they're walking through here. The problem is I'm lost too. I don't really know.
Well, here's the
where.
thing.
Well-
As an Eldari Ranger, I have great survival and instincts. My survival is in fact a 5, so I bet I could probably find this place.
I guess, yeah. I guess that would be a difficulty 3. No, difficulty 4 because you've never been. You're an Eldari.
Easy.
Okay.
Here we go. That is a 2. I only got 2 successes.
All right. So
Still lost.
We're still lost.
Jay, your sense of direction is terrible, but luckily there's a computer over here that I'm sure no one will have a problem with me getting into.
Well, actually, so those gentlemen that are standing near the computer looking all menacing might have a problem, but they're coming over here to talk to us, though.
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Jay. This is Andrew. This is our Servo Skull buddy,
Hey
Daniel.
there. What are you?
Well, I'm
That is a long story.
I mean, my name's Jay. I don't know what you mean by what are you. I'm a patron of your fine dock here, or port, or whatever you call it.
You ain't a human.
Well, I mean, you can probably tell from the smell, the smooth looks. I'm a Eldari, my friend. Check out these ears.
My brother died to an Eldari.
As I'm sure you know, and your brother knows, we're not all the same. Eldari, I definitely didn't kill your brother. Although, what was it? No, I don't need to know his name. Look,
And his 4 friends are now, like, sort of surrounding you, and
Hi.
just sort of trying to, they haven't drawn any weapons, but you notice that they have, clubs and, guns.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's be clear here. So your brother got killed by an Eldari.
Yeah.
Have you killed any Eldari?
Not yet. I mean,
were you trying to help by asking him that?
This might be my lucky day.
Hold on. Did your brother kill any Eldari?
Yeah, he killed like 100 of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like that's equal stakes.
Guys, I don't think we're gonna be getting anywhere with this guy. What is your persuasion skill?
Yeah, I don't know what.
I feel like you're living it up, real.
It's a 1.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you could make a check to try to convince this guy to leave you alone.
Listen. I'm gonna make a persuasion check on this guy. I actually have a persuasion of 8, but I imagine my difficulty is a little
So
higher.
if you're in an Imperial-controlled area, difficulty will always be increased by 1 if you're trying to talk to people, because you're not an Imperial. I mean, you are, like, culturally, but, like, physically, you're...
It's all about looks in this place.
So, this is going to be a difficulty 4 check.
Okay, here we go. That is actually... Oh, my God, I rolled terribly. I had 8 dice, too. I only got a 3.
Okay. So, do keep in mind, you don't have to use it for this, but you do have... Each of you does have 2 wrath points that you can use to re-roll any dice that you failed.
I think I actually do want to use it for this.
Yes.
Only because I don't want to get beat up by a bunch of thugs at this port.
I
So-
mean, you say beat up, but I feel like it's more imminent death that's about to happen.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my wrath.
Yes.
And it means I get to reroll all the failed die, right?
Yes, as long as it's not a failed wrath, as long as it's not a 1 on a wrath die.
It is not, so
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm rerolling 6 of these die. The wrath die is still a pass, and I only got 1 more success, but it's exactly 4, so I did pass.
That is enough, yes.
So I look at him and I say, guys, listen. I get it. All right? Some Eldari have been shitty previously. And look, being an Eldari and being one of the Eldari race, I can tell you we've had a long, long history of being a bunch of assholes. And listen, I'm just a shitty Eldari. And you guys probably have a lot of things that you can do today. And do you really want to waste that time beating up on a shitty, weak space keebler?
And they're a little confused because that's what they wanted to do with their time, but you're sort of reverse psychologying them, like,
And also did the most non-Eldari thing of, like, bashing himself.
Yeah, admitting that he has problems is something an Eldari has never done, ever. Okay, so they're looking, okay, fine. They sort of like are walking by and, like, shoulder checking you, sort of like as they're going by, just, like, bumping you a little bit.
Yeah, you have a good day. Yeah. Well, that was almost terrible.
I'm already on my way walking over to the console.
Excuse me.
Hello?
Excuse me. Do I see that you're wearing... Could I see that signet ring you're wearing right there?
You can look at it, but you can't hold it.
Is that... Where did you get that?
From Captain Hardin.
And just so I know, Daniel, who is this that's come up
I'm
to
sorry.
Andrew?
This guy started coming up to us real quick before he said anything. It's a small old man. I mean, he still has like red hair. I don't know if he's dyeing it or like he has some weird whatever. But he's like a shriveledy old man in sort of rags. You work for Are you Hardin?
No, I'm not.
He's not.
We are retainers of the Hardin family.
Oh, so you worked for the it's been so long since I've seen one of you.
What do you mean? Are you familiar with Captain Hardin?
Yes, Seldon Hardin. I worked for him.
Oh, you mean the captain's father, maybe? I don't know how old you are. Don't take this the wrong way, but your hair looks great and natural.
I'm very old. I was here. I have a map for Captain Hardin.
You have a map
for the Hardin line. I've been waiting here for 100 years.
Oh my gosh, and we absolutely want to tell the captain and reward you for it by you handing it to us and us telling him everything about it. That'd be perfect. Just hand that right here to me and I'll be happy to tell the captain how amazing you've been.
Well, hold on. I can't. I have to tell you that we have to go to my place where I live.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to go to your place. I mean, that's a little forward. We just met each other, but if
we could get a table at the.
It's a smoldering corpse.
Yeah.
Is it smoldering corpse?
Carcass.
Smoldering.
Oh, at the
bodies?
corpse. Oh, that place is scary.
Well, I mean, but that's where
Well, no,
that's where
I don't-
adventures happen, though, right?
I have the thing I have is in my house. You need to come.
Oh, it's in your house. It's not on your person.
No, it's in my
Oh,
house.
well, then we should definitely go to your house. I mean, there isn't like. I mean, is your house like a regular house, or is it like a weird house?
It's a small hovel that I have. No rogue traders ever come here. I always try to go to the port to see them as they come in, but I never saw Hardin come in.
Yeah, that's not a.
We should.
It's not a sad story at all.
Why don't you lead the way then? We'll go
and as he's
Yeah.
like potentially going
Yeah.
to lead us somewhere, I'd like to do an insight check
Yes.
on this guy to see if he's
Yeah.
Yes, please.
hiding sinister motives.
he, again, like many people we're running into, seems really weird.
What's the difficulty of this check?
This is going to be 3.
I have 7 in my insight. Here we go. Much better, and that's a 6 on the wrath die. I got a total of, if you don't include the wrath die, I got a total of 6, and then the wrath die would be 8. So.
Okay.
So I'd like to.
Well, push that and get a glory.
Yeah, I'll push it and get a glory.
All right. So that means that you guys, as a group, have a glory point. So while Jay earned it, either you or Andrew can use it to get cool things later on.
Nice.
If something's going bad, we could talk about the specific things you use it for when it comes up. But yes, you have now earned a glory point. You were so observant on this guy.
Yes, and since I even succeeded more than that, because by taking that away, I still had a success of 6. I'm going to turn one of those other 6s to get more information.
Yes. So looking at him, he seems to be telling the truth, but you actually see that he has a weird tattoo on his right shoulder, like on the top of his right shoulder, and you haven't seen that too often, but you remember that some of like the really old people that are working on the ship that you're on, and you even recognize it on maybe one of the statues. This is a symbol of the hardened line. You actually realize that it looks similar to the signet ring that you're wearing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Andrew, do you remember seeing those? Look at his shoulder. Do you remember seeing tattoos like that on the ship?
I think some of the statues had that, didn't they?
So it's like potentially like a hardened symbol?
I guess this guy did then work for him, maybe.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it clearly must have worked for like his dad or his grandfather or something. I mean, this guy's super old, so who knows? But I mean, is it possible that he is of the Harden line, or he like worked really closely, like a close advisor? Like maybe, instead of bringing him a diamond man, we bring him a man whose heart is like a diamond. Right? That was pretty good. Come on, right? He's like an old friend. He could be like an old.
Show us the way to your house.
Come along. Now, let me tell you while we're walking to my house. I mean, I served your masters. I served the Harden line for a very long time.
Actually, I apologize. So very rude. I don't think we've even gotten your name.
I'm Wally.
Wally.
Yes, my name is Wally.
Wow.
Yeah, you said it weird like that. There was like a weird robotic glitch there.
Oh, that was weird. That accesses some weird code.
Huh. Odd.
Yeah, I served on the. Have you heard of the Destined Savior? I didn't serve on the Destined Savior, but have you heard of the Destined Savior before?
I have not heard of the Destined Savior.
Actually, you could try to roll to see if you've heard of the Destined Savior, because there's a chance you may have heard of it.
What kind of skill check would that be?
Scholar is what it would be.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to roll for it. What's the difficulty of this check?
3.
I've got a 1 for scholar.
I have a 6, so I'm going to roll for it.
That's pretty good.
Because I know shit. I read books. You do backflips.
Yeah. Clearly.
That tracks.
I mean, it's accurate.
That is actually a 5. So I'm going to, because you said it's a 3 difficulty.
Yeah.
I'm going to push a 6 to learn more.
Oh, one of those was a 6?
Yeah, I had a 5, a 4, a 4, and a 6.
Okay, you can push a 6. Okay. So, first of all, almost anybody has heard of the Destined Savior.
I mean, not everybody, Daniel. I mean, some of us are busy doing backflips.
The Destined Savior is one of the most famous lost ships to ever fly, to sail the warp.
This is a rogue trader?
It was a vessel that was, and mostly people just know there's this lost ship that is full of treasure that was lost somewhere in the Coronis Expanse. You know a little bit about the history, maybe because you were like looking at like other rogue trader things.
Illegally probing his records, yes.
When the Empire first started to actually unite the galaxy, and the Emperor was like on his first crusade, it was like sort of going out and like conquering all of these worlds and bringing these lost worlds back into the Empire of Humanity.
Yep, the Great Crusade.
The Great Crusade, yes. While the Emperor was doing some of the conquering himself, a man by the name of Drusus was leading the conquest of the Calaxis sector, where we had recently been spending some of our time.
Druze.
Yes.
Drusus.
And then
It is the peak.
Yeah. His final evolution.
Use the Megastone.
So,
man.
while Drusus was leading that part of the crusade, there was a warlord by the name of Rin. He was sort of a free captain warlord. He was independent, but he joined up with the Imperium at the time. And he found one of the old worlds of Crystallian. Now, Crystallian had been a world that was that had lost its contact with the Imperium, but still had much technology from before everybody lost all of its technology. It was so far away, while like in other parts of the galaxy, like the Iron Men rose up and like destroyed things. Everything went bad. This is a lost colony that had tons of old technology and treasure. Cole went to the planet, killed just about everything on it, and looted it. He actually took his great warship, ripped out all the cannons, and like almost everything except like the most minimal crew, and just shoved the entire huge warship with treasure from this planet.
Damn, that's a lot of treasure.
That's a lot.
And then it went back towards the rest of the Calaxis sector. It was actually on its way to the planet Juno, and it never arrived. And it was lost. And nobody knows what happened to it. People claim that they know about the Destined Savior, but anybody who's ever gone looking for it has either come back empty-handed or not at all.
Real quick, Wally, this isn't a map to the Destined Savior, is it?
No, so we had a mishap. I was on the Last Refuge. It was on Seldon Hardened. Well, it wasn't Seldon Harden's ship. It was a ship that was part of the larger fleet, and we had some warp activity, and it went bad. There was a navigation mishap, and we saw a distress beacon in the warp from like an astropath, or it was an echo of one. I don't understand. But then we saw the ship that we think was the righteous path. So Captain Cole came and left me here. So when one of the Hardens came back, I could give them the map, and then he went to go tell Captain Harden in person. But apparently that never happened. I don't know what happened there, but I have this map, and only a Harden can open it, or someone who is so. And people have been telling me that I'm mad, and that the Hardens would never come here, and they would never come this deep into the terrible part of town.
Well, Wally, I want you to know that obviously us being here, mostly me,
Your
and of
lucky
course
day.
Andrew, that we have been searching for you for quite a while, Wally, and we didn't want to say it right away, but honestly, we knew that Crimson Hair would be somewhere around this port, and that we would finally make landfall and get you back to where you belong.
Oh, that's ever so good.
Should I roll a deception check with that?
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's only a 1 because this dude is not credulous at all.
I also assume he's been waiting for someone to say this.
Yes,
forever.
yes, exactly. This is all he wanted.
Awesome, I succeeded, and I rolled a 1 on the wrath die.
Awesome. Okay.
So he's convinced, but we definitely have to leave him behind.
I mean, there's some complication, and I'll leave that up to you, but that's pretty bad. Now, he believes me, but there's a horrible complication that occurs.
Okay. Wait, so you knew I was here?
Well, yeah, that's why we were exploring the port. I mean, you don't think we were just aimlessly walking around for the most dangerous part and just stumble into some kind of adventure, right?
And he just starts yelling at the top of his lungs, See, I told you! I told you someone would come for me! My treasure map is real!
As soon as he starts screaming this, just dive on top of him and just cover his mouth.
I immediately inject him with a not a tranquilizer, but something that essentially makes him not care anymore.
What are you talking about? You have this?
What are you talking about?
I want to do a Medicaid check on him.
You can't Medicaid magic
Can I
juice
just
into
hit
your
him really
character.
hard and he calms down?
No, that's not gonna work.
That's not how that really works. I'm sorry.
Medicaid doesn't give you blanket whatever you want.
Yes, it does.
I would have Medicaid a super soldier serum.
You see people look at this and lots of people nod or talk to each other, and like you're mostly seeing it's actually sort of like young children that are maybe sort of like on the lookout or whatever, and they all sort of running into back alleys and stuff, trying to
As they start running away, like I'm
need to go.
holding his mouth, I'm just like, oh man, old crazy Wally, you never know what he'll say. Well, I guess it's back to the happy place for you.
Is it less convincing because it's an Eldar screaming it, and Eldar naturally breed distrust?
I mean, I'm gonna do a deception check, and I assume it's harder now.
Difficulty 5.
Oh, jeez. I have a 9, but that's still pretty high. What? I succeeded.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I rolled 3 6s, and a 4 and a 5, and a 5 again. Damn, that was a good roll.
You can push that 6, actually.
Holy shit, that's like that's a 10. I got a 10 on that.
Okay, so
You can push 2 6s.
I can push 3 6s.
No, because that's...
No, I can't. You're
No,
right.
2 6s.
But I can push 2 6s.
okay, so you can push those 6s, but so you only get glory if you roll 6 on the wrath die. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
I rolled a 5 on that one.
Yeah. So, you could turn those 6s into greater successes. So we're saying that like that is a dramatic success, and people are not quite so sure that there's a map going on, but the word is still sort of out there. So yeah.
To be fair, I rolled a 1 on that breath die previously. Something bad's gotta happen.
Yeah, exactly. But you did a decent job of mitigating it.
Let's get him going.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Wally. And I take my hand off his mouth.
Why did you do that?
Well, Wally, with all Captain Harden stuff, we gotta keep it secret. Remember, that was one of the rules. You don't remember that?
Yes, I guess, but if they're not from, only a Harden member can open it
But
with
remember,
the signet ring.
Captain Harden has a lot of enemies, and we just don't want them to know about what Captain Harden's up to. Is that fair?
I guess no one could okay. Well, let's go to my...
Yeah, let's go to your place. Let's go to your place right now.
Now.
Okay.
And, like, I can I do a stealth check to try to, like, take us down, like, a different alley, potentially, to, like, spot dark corners so that people don't follow us?
You don't know because you don't know where you're going.
Yeah, I guess.
We're going to his house, which you have not been to before.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, but he's the one leading, and he's not particularly stealthy.
Well, I mean, like, can I do one of those things where, like, in old data slates, people would turn down an alley and, like, hide people in, like, a doorway or something like that? I could spot for those kind of dark corners.
If you would like, yeah, you can make a stealth check.
So I've, like, tucked my arms into my robe.
Yeah.
And underneath my robe, I'm just like, I've already cocked my galvanic rifle, and I'm just like waiting.
Yeah.
Just like,
All right, I have a 10 on stealth, so that would be great if I rolled well here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holy crap.
All right. If anyone was following you directly, you have lost them.
Oh, all right.
Wait, does that work for me?
Yes, he's leading us in the stealth.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
All right.
Okay. Wally, how close are we to your place?
It's right over here. We were just leading. You've been hiding in these corners. It's taking a very long time.
Yeah, well, I didn't want people to follow us, Wally. Okay, just lead us into your place.
You know, I just realized, like, they know Wally's screaming it. Do they really have to follow him? Don't they just know where he lives?
Let's just get inside.
All right. And you actually have to duck a little bit to get into the sort of small, so most of this station is mostly just metal corridors because this is originally sort of a fueling station for the Navy, though it's actually expanded quite a bit over the years. Wally's house is a collection of refuse and junk and trash, and that's sort of been put together a little bit. Looks like it's even been welded together. And actually, he has a couple of little, they look sort of clean, like chairs. And he says, "Come in, come in, come in."
Wow, this is beautiful, nice home decor, Wally. I love it.
All right, let me. And he reaches down and he pushes away a bunch of rubble, and then he actually pulls up some of the metal plating that's the floor of this part of the station. Here, and he picks up it looks like a metal cube, just like a gray metal cube. Here,
I take it.
I'm a little disappointed. I thought it was gonna be like a big old parchment map. Didn't you think it was gonna be a big old parchment map?
it's supposed to open for for representatives.
Do I need to use a tech use on this to understand how to use it?
Well, there might actually be. If I look on it, do we notice like a
There's one indentation on it.
for
Yes. For a ring?
For
Yeah.
a ring.
Question is, Wally, just give us 1 second. We have to talk about something real fast. This is official business, okay?
Yeah. Official huddle.
Okay, so
We huddle up.
should we just get out of here now and not open it right here?
I mean, why don't we just open them? We just want to see what's inside. Here's the thing I'm thinking about. If we go all the way back to the ship and there's nothing in there, we're gonna be screwed.
I mean, I'm not talking about going back to the ship. I'm just saying, like, not being in the hovel when I don't know how this thing works.
Nobody's coming in here. We'll be fine.
If we look at it now, then if somebody takes it, we'll have already looked at it once.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, I don't think we want it to get taken, but
Okay. All right, here we go. And I push the signet ring into the cube in
All
the
right.
slot.
and the cube opens up. It just sort of like it looked like it was flat all around the outside, but it just sort of expands out. This seems like some pretty high-tech crap. And it starts whirling around, and a small image appears. Andrew, you can't quite understand it. I can't really understand it either. But it looks like Jay, like his eyes are glowing a little bit as he's
my
looking at this.
I think you guys see what I'm seeing, right?
No, this is a mimetic. This transmits ideas psychically. This must have been a navigator must have made this. So do you understand what it's saying?
I mean, yeah. It's pretty clear. It's a pretty clear
Really,
picture.
It has to be Jay.
What, you guys can't see this?
No.
Wait, is it written in Eldari? No, it's not. Why can I see it and you guys can't?
All right. What the frick? A small greenish bird with metal parts on it has just flown down and grabbed the cube and is flying away.
Ah! Oh my god! Did you see that thing? It had multiple colors!
Can I shoot the bird?
Yes, shoot the bird!
Because I had readied my gun.
For the love of God, shoot that goddamn bird!
I forgot. You're afraid of birds.
I'm not afraid of birds, Daniel. I'm afraid of demon, colorful birds. I mean, they're not demons, but colorful birds might as well be the spawns of hell.
How difficult is this to hit?
Defense is going to be 2. Oh, actually 3 because of his size.
Okay, well, I got a 3 with just 2 dice. I got a 6 on the Wrath die, and I got an additional 6 that I can push.
Time to open up the critical hit table.
Yes! Critically hit that stupid parrot! By the way, I'm squatting really low in the corner.
I mean, you're near fetal position.
Okay, I need you to roll 2d6s. One will be the 10s and one will be the 1s.
So I'll have the Wrath die be the 10s.
Okay.
56.
Amazing.
Bone-shattering impact.
Nice.
A crippling blow smashes the foe's body, reducing arms, legs, and ribs to fractured splinters. Crimson stains the weapon, and the ground below with bits of bone tore free by the attack. Okay, you don't even need to roll because, like, this thing is just a tiny little bird. I know you have your default weapon damage. You have 1,000,000 weapon damage on top of this. This is going to do an additional 3 wounds on top of that aren't resisted by... You smash this thing immediately.
And it's a robot bird, right?
It's
not,
like a little robot bird that you just smashed into pieces.
Is it dead?
So I
Yeah.
grab a bunch of the feathers and
Yeah.
pocket it without JC. And then I immediately grab the cube off the ground and put that in another pocket. And I'm like, we gotta go!
Is it gone? Did you kill it?
It's gone, yeah.
Oh, jeez. Oh, thank you. You saved my life.
This isn't the time,
Oh
Jay.
my
We gotta
God.
go.
It
There
was
could
such
be more,
flying.
Jay.
So, what? Okay, we gotta get out of here right now. You have birds in here? You have colorful birds?
I've never seen a bird before.
All right, Wally, we gotta go. We gotta go right now.
So let's open up the door. Oh, God, there's 4 guys outside.
That guy's got a gun raised.
Daniel, watch out. He's aiming for you.
Me?
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. It seems finding this treasure may not be as easy as our boys hoped. Will they make it out alive? Tune in next week to find out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a Servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. And if you've enjoyed this episode, why not leave us a rating and review on iTunes? It would be most appreciated. And as always, if you enjoy the Warhammer 40k universe and want to get your wargaming fix, you can tune in to Roll to Seas every final Wednesday. And if you'd like to download more episodes or check out other similar podcasts, head over to partialarc.com. There you might enjoy listening to Friday Night Quests, a podcast much like Wrath and Story, but set in the fantastical and equally hilarious world of Dungeons & Dragons. You may even recognize some familiar voices, such as Daniel Fernandez or even Jay Jones, along with many more ridiculous and wonderful characters. Definitely check it out. Of course, you can always follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at Partial Arc. And if you have any questions for Daniel and the boys, send them an email at wrathandstory@gmail.com. That's with the "and" spelled out. We may even answer them on one of our next episodes, so stay tuned. Of course, I'll continue to chronicle the adventures of Jay, Andrew, and Daniel every first and second Wednesday of the month. But be aware, a new schedule is coming. But more on that next month. Until next time, goodbye.